Well, it happened in August 18th of 2001, and we had had a rainstorm in the morning, and I was in the back room of my home, and I heard this big, loud boom.
I was over at my son Bill's recuperating, and like I say, this is just one week later.
Went and looked out my window looking to see if hail was going to be falling from the sky, and instead I saw insulation and glass.
And a neighbor called, spoke to Bill, and said, "I hate to tell you, Bill, but your mom's house just blew up." I went to the hospital originally because a week prior to the house exploding, I was going to use my lighter and my hair ignited. And it started burning and I was unable to put it out. Till I ran into the bathroom, put my head under the sink, and by that time, 95% of my hair was burned off my head. Well, my head, the back of my neck, and especially my ears were burned bad enough that to begin with, they thought they may have to do skin grafts on my ears.
And my front door had slammed shut, and so I ran to it, and I just had a feeling that it was my neighbor Doris, her house, because we had been smelling gas out in the yard around the house, and I just had a bad feeling.
The side of my house and her back door were kind of in line, so that when she opened her back door to hear where did that terrible big noise come from with the explosion. And so she looked out, and of course, the first thing she did was see my house in flames. And she said there was that bed standing almost in midair, but said all on fire.
You know, it's just a sight you're not expecting to see that you can look into. It's like a dollhouse situation. You know how you look into the back of a dollhouse, you can see all the floors, and it was like, you know, there's just sitting there this bed, and the main thing I remember is the bed sitting there was perfectly made, and fire shooting up right through the middle of it, and it's like, well, you know, but I didn't notice it on the level below it, you know, from her living room area, and I'm guessing obviously that's where it had to come from.
So at this point, we felt, and the lawyer felt, that there was gas in the house, and that's why the fire wouldn't go out. They were out there probably 3 weeks before the house blew.
Okay.
And assured me, and if I smelled gas outside, don't worry about it, it won't hurt you. The only thing I could have done that might have led to them, the gas company looking farther, kept calling them back, and I didn't. When they told me everything was fine, I took them at their word. It was amazing how long after I got back in my house that I would think of certain things, and I'd go to get them, and I'd say, but I don't have that anymore. Oh, that's right. No, that got burned. And thank goodness I was not there, because that was the first thing she saw was that burning bed.